James George has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the Albuquerque Isotopes and the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. Bottom half of the second, and now James George.
The designated hitter, James George.
A laser into the outfield. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, right.
This broadcast is sponsored by Hack and Slash Landscaping, cutting your lawn down to size for more than 30 years. Bottom of inning number 5 here in Sugarland. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Find it. Man, you smoked that thing.
He was all over that one. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Bryce Matthews digs in now. Pitch, runner breaking for second in the dirt. And no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Tying run at second base. Bottom half of the 5th. And it drops in for a strike. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3 and 2. One out and a runner at second. Tommy Sacco Jr. will hit next. Ground ball, right side, run field.
Get down, slide.
Takes it to first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, number 3.
Next up for the Space Cowboys, Jaron Williams.
Keep it going now, keep it going.
Caros. And plenty of time to first. And that... George steps in with a chance to even this game or possibly put them ahead.
George.
Ball. Right through there for a strike. A lot of hittable pitches being taken right now. He's not exactly an ace, so you'd expect the hitters to be a bit more aggressive on mistake pitches. Grounder to the left side, and it goes just foul. And the tying run at second. Base hit, center field.
Find the ball.
And here comes the runner. Here's the throw. And he's safe.
Safe.
Tie ball game.
Boy, good job.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center
Now
field.
batting,
Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average.
Matthew.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, not even close. And now they've got a good chance to take the lead late in this one. Bit of a break for the base runner there. The pitcher threw the changeup down in the zone, and it's pretty tough for a catcher to throw out a base stealer when that's the case. The Space Cowboys, with the go-ahead run standing at second. Gets him looking. Now 2 out. Matthews wants to challenge here, thought it was a ball. He came to the plate with a chance to put him ahead, but he went down looking, and the strike call will stand. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Tommy Sacco Jr. Runner at second with 2 down. In the air to left. Montgomery under this one. And that's the end of the inning. But they are able to even it up here in the late innings. We're at the end of 7, all tied 1-1.
I'm a rock star and I work for the minimum. You can't be my style. Can you hear me now?
And your final score here today, 2-1. Thanks for tuning in and joining us for Minor League Baseball on the show. I'm Ben Gelman, and we'll see you next time.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, but on the gas, I hope that it lasts.
James George getting set for this one, his team leading their division. George ready to go, looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Number 12, Kyle Caros.
Kyle Karros. The leadoff batter cuts and misses for strike one. Now here's the 0-2. Foul ball left side, at least one more pitch. Got him. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Zach Veen. Drove in their only run in last night's game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. One out and the base is empty. Lifted in the air to right center. Unrow on the move to the alley. And makes the catch. Next up for the Isotopes, TJ Rumfield. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across one run.
Well,
that's great discipline laying off that breaking ball coming in. So tough to recognize if it'll be in the zone or not. Two outs, base is empty.
whoa.
2-2, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Man on at first, and now the DH, James George. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here. And there's a strike.
Ball one.
Swing, high fly ball to center field. Thompson under this one. Gets there, got it.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Top half of inning number 2 from Sugar Land. And here is Blaine Krim. Swing and a miss. Krim serving as the designated hitter, 28 years old. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. And that's down a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. Chad Stevens at the plate and takes high there. That one finds the zone. It's now 1-1. That pitcher should be thanking his lucky stars after hanging that changeup. He knows he got away with one. And makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Ritter. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good eye there.
No, that's a ball.
What a take with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Digging in for the Isotopes, Sterling Thompson. Look at the stop here. From his backside, nicely done for the out. It took great concentration to start that one. Gets the force at second with some outstanding glove work. On to the next inning. Coming up to the dish for Albuquerque, Tom Murphy. That's a strike, but probably not a great one to swing at on the first pitch. Smart take, I think. Up the middle, Matthews. And there's one down. Base is empty, 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Benny Montgomery. Here comes the 0-1. A A little out front there, swings through it. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. That one hammered but pulled foul. And there's a ball. Top of the third, no score. Swings through it for the K. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. To the top of the order we go. Next up for the Isotopes, Kyle Karros. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. And a base hit. And that extends the inning. Stepping to the plate for Albuquerque, Zach Veen. 1 run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. 1-0 pitch. Try to get him chasing on the change. Crushes this one to right and is long gone. I'm sure off the bat he was thinking he had gotten out a little too far in front on the changeup, but he was able to keep the weight back just long enough for it to stay fair for a homer. He's got to be feeling great. And this one right back to the mound. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. But top of the 4th inning with the Isotopes at the dish. This one is labeled. That one's back there. Fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. Into second easily with a leadoff double. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Chad Stevens, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike. Late on that fastball. Oh, and it's a punch-out. Bat broke the plane. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout, and 1 away now. Cranked out to right center.
You got it.
And there's 2 down. Sterling Thompson now at the plate. This is the kind of early chance you can't let slip away. They have to bring him in from scoring position because you don't know the next time you'll get an opportunity like this. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. And a ground ball to first. Steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. With only 1 ATM available, you can be sure your PIN is secure. Join MSECU today. Back here in Sugarland, bottom of the 4th.
Hey!
Pitch missed inside. 2-1. That one rocketing towards left center. Should be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. That's a leadoff double. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Jaron Williams. And the runner takes off for third. That one in the dirt and gets away. And he goes down to third on the wild pitch. Runner at third here with nobody out. Dives but can't make the catch. Runner from third in to score. Not in time. Safe. Big time at bat right there. Comes through and they're back within a run. Sometimes shortening up on your swing can pay off. It certainly did for him right there. Not an approach we see that much nowadays. Murphy now at the plate and swings through strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. Right-hander kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. To first. Might be two here. There's one. Double play. That is outstanding defense. Back to the top of the order here. Here's the third baseman, Kyle Karros. 1 for 2.
Yes!
Karros, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2023. Fly ball down the line, towards the line. Feeling for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground. George kept the bats quiet in that.
Pitching for the Space Cowboys.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, James George.
Whoa!
Fastball for a strike. That's not a pitch you want to swing at early in the count. Most likely you'll just roll over it. If you have 2 strikes on you, that's different, of course. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Jaron Williams. Grounder to first.
Come on, you got
And steps on the bag for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Tommy.
Runner at third, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Tommy Sacco Jr. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. This pitch popped up. Stevens gets under it. And there are 2 outs. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews. In the air, right field, Veen in position. And that's the end of the inning. 1 left on. George up now looking to drive in a run. A hit here could change the narrative of this one.
Hey, drive him in. He's right here.
That one misses. And that's ball 1. This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count. The Space Cowboys with the go-ahead run standing at second. That one missed. Grounds this one to short. Ritter. They take the force out. They miss a big chance to take. George with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound. Not much to complain about here. Maybe it wasn't the most explosive game on either side of the ball, but he held his own. James George. 10-game hitting for the Space Cowboys. James George. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
Line drive to left field. Makes the catch. 1 down. So up next, James George. 0 for 1.
Ball.
1 out and the base is empty. And another ball. After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. That gets down for a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away.
All right.
Next up for the Space Cowboys, Bryce Matthews.
Matthew.
Good job, right here.
0-2, here's the pitch. Runner on the go, in the dirt. And safe, that's a stolen base, not close. Bit of a break for the base runner there. The pitcher threw the changeup down in the zone, and it's pretty tough for a catcher to throw out a base stealer when that's the case. Now the payoff pitch. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. That fastball was in a hittable spot, but he just let it stroll through the zone for called strike 3. Tommy Sacco Jr. digs in now. The 0-1. A frozen rope. And this one could be extra bases. The throw in. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. Tallies a run and earns the RBI. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Next pitch, in for a strike. He didn't like either of the first two he saw, and now he has to battle down 0-2. And there's a base hit to right field. And the lead runner has to hold on at second. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Crushes this one to left and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0. George leading off the inning with a lead, looking to be the spark to give him some more breathing room. And takes low for ball 1. They're attacking him with good velocity inside, and that makes it hard for him to get comfy at the plate. On the ground, nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting.
Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. James George getting locked in, leading his squad in. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, James George. 2 hits in last night's game. Lined, and that's a base knock.
Find it, find it, find it.
Runner holds at second, but they've got something going on here. And now, Bryce
The
Matthews.
second baseman. Matthew.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to the left, Kent. Inning over.
Yeah, got him.
Second, 2 down.
Drop him in right now. Here we go, bud.
George, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And now it's even up.
Ball 2.
Advantage to the hitter right now. He's got runners on and a friendly count, so he should be aggressive on this next pitch. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 3-1. Next pitch, in for a strike. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Bryce Matthews. Rumfield will do it alone. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting... And next, the cleanup hitter, James George. Smoked a line drive single to center the last time up.
No!
George measures 6'4", 205 pounds. He's been unconscious at the plate, hitting better than .350 in his last 10 games.
Nope.
This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Inside corner, that's called a strike. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The relay, but he's in there easily. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. Did well to see that fastball off the outside edge and go with it, punching it to the opposite field. One out and a runner at second. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Bryce Matthews. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Shea Whitcomb. In the dirt, but blocked.
Runner!
Double steal attempt. Deep fly, left field. Gets there. Got it.
Now batting, the left
First and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Lucas Spence. Runner takes off for third. And that'll load the bases.
Take it out.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. And here's the catcher, Walker Yannick. And the 3-2 offering. Ball
That's
4,
take your
and
base.
a run comes in to score. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, James George. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one into triple digits. Tapped softly on the ground, Ritter. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. Top of the 7th here, Blaine Krim getting ready to hit. Swing and a base hit. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Here's the throw. In there safely.
No, he's in.
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. George digging in with a chance to be the hero. You can feel the tension in the ballpark. Big time moment here. Out to center, Thomas drifting towards this one. 2 away now. The way he's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky he didn't send that one to the... 6-5, the final here today. On behalf of our excellent crew, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of Minor League Baseball on the show. I'm Ben Gelman, and we'll see you next time. James George getting set for this one. His team leading their division. Can they continue? Here's the center fielder, James George. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. There's a strike. Runner at first, 1 away. Lopez slings to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Through an inning, no score here on the show. Back here in Sugarland, bottom of the fourth. And now the center fielder, James George. That one in there. That's strike one. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around. Line drive, that's a base knock.
Find the ball, find the ball.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All right.
That hit makes it a baker's dozen games in a row for him with a knock, and he's really starting to cook at the plate. You can bet that the rest of the team has taken notice, and so have opposing pitchers. Runner on the go. He hits a fly to center. Thompson settles underneath it and makes the catch.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Shea.
And now, Shea Whitcomb. George leading off first with one away. There goes the runner. And a base hit.
There you go. You're here.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Now up, Riley Unroe.
Second baseman, Riley Unroe.
And the 2-2. In the dirt, but kept it close. Nice job behind the plate there.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Another full count pitch. Hammered down the line for a base hit. In comes the runner from third to trim the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1. To third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with one gone. Comes through with the RBI. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now at the plate, Blaine Krim. And he swings and lofts one to deep center. This ball's carrying, and it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. Scores with ease. Around second now, going for third. The tag at third, and he is out. That is the inning. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Isotopes lead at 6-3. So 2 down. James George, the next to hit. Lined a single into center the last time up. That's towards center. Thompson under it. Gets there. We go to the top of the 7th. Nicky Lopez now at the plate. This one is labeled. Looks like extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Not stopping. He's headed to third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. Nice hitting by the batter, but great defense and a big swing and momentum getting the tag out at third base. That is a lift for the pitcher. All set for the bottom of the 8th. James George digs in now. That misses off the outside edge. He's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. Line drive for a base hit.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
Off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
Good job.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jaron.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jaron Williams.
Oh, now he doesn't want any party. Let's go.
Runner on the go. Ground ball to third base. And there's one away. The batter now, Shea Whitcomb. And the runner takes off for third. Slice to right.
Come on, go hard.
And there's a hit.
Go hard.
Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's an RBI single. And now it's 8-4. Great game at the plate, and he's certainly made a difference for him. Nice job, even in defeat.
Looking at the time, you're still wide awake, and I'm still feeling. We've been right here before. The sky is getting bright. I know that it's different, 'cause you're always on my mind. Yeah, you're always on my mind. Give it a minute, but we can't keep the time. I came to ask you something, with the highway speeding by. You know that I think it's funny, it's in the way you drive. I need you, I want you, 'cause you're always on my mind.
From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the All-Star Futures game on tap today. It's the Future Stars from the American League taking on the Future Stars of the National League. First pitch coming your way next. Now it's the DH, James George.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Johnson
Come on.
to Weatherholt, and that's
Got
two.
him.
But back here, Citizens Bank Park, and getting the nod for the American League Futures, James George. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Did he go?
Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. So up next, Carson Benj. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball up the middle. Lombard on the run. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's going to be J.J. Weatherholt. That one fouled off.
Ball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Cam Collier now at the plate. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Challenge from behind the dish here.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Termar.
Now it's the second baseman, Termar Johnson.
Ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Isaac takes it to the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Andrew Fisher. And first offering is fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2.
0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that is that. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Jose Fleury. Now, James George. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Flips it. One and second. On to first.
Oh, he's in.
Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit.
You're here.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Now batting, the left.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The relay. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
One down. And here is James George.
Designated hitter, James George.
Hit in the air, center field. 2 away now.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ralphie Velasquez looking to start something with one gone.
here at the All-Star Futures game, it's an opportunity for these players to showcase their talent, but you also want to show your big league club you know how to win ball games, because that's what it's all about at the top levels. Nice job. We saw some nice offensive talent. We saw some big arms. It was really cool to be part of this.
Right back there, over and again. This is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, well pardon me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in the now if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who love to crack over your head. I'm over their heads. I'm over there.
James George, just about ready to go. His team boasting the best record in the league coming into this one. It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys going up against the Elf. Down. And now the DH, James George. Making a lot of contact recently, currently working on a 13-game hitting streak. That keeps the inning going. When you've got a knack for making contact, good things happen, like reaching 50 hits at the AAA level. Jaron Williams digs in now. Runner on the go. It's in the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. So he gets into scoring position with 2 away on the wild pitch. Runner on the go again. Swing lifted to left field. Ornelas has this one sized up and makes the catch. They leave 1 runner on base. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. One out and the base is empty.
Number 2, designated hitter, James George.
Grounder to the left side. McCoy. That's an out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jaron Williams.
So digging in, James George. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Up the middle. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter, the third baseman, number 3, Jaron Williams.
And now it's going to be Jaron Williams. And the lefty, runner on the go. Ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tommy Sacco Jr.
Man at second here with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tommy Sacco Jr. And now the runner breaks for third in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easy. Wow, he really caught everyone by surprise by swiping third without much of a lead. The pitcher's frustrated. He thought he was safe to just pitch to the batter. That's opportunistic base running. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Fly ball to right. And that's the end of the inning. 1 runner left stranded. Still trailing here. It's 6-2. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, James George. 1 for 3.
George.
Matsui stands at 5 feet 8 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Japan. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second. Ooh, and that one is a rally killer. 2 gone in the 8th. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. If he has more games like this, a promotion will probably follow. Very good work.
Yeah, I like to. A big dance. I like to. I fall in love with you every night.
Don't listen, feel the sound.
And King Cornelius defeated the terrible dragon and all the people in the land.
James George getting set for this one. His team leading their division. Can they continue to churn out? George has the ball to start this one. Will look to get ahead and get in a rhythm. Will Wagner leading things off and takes a strike.
No.
George thought that was a strike, so here's a challenge. Didn't miss by a lot, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. In the air to left. And he makes an incredible catch. Wow. 1 out and the bases are empty. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. That one close, ruled a ball. Turned on, but that's fouled down the third base line. One, 2 now. That one just misses. And after not getting the call on the outer half, he's just trying to get some clarification for where it missed. Got it. And there are 2 outs. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it, even if it had been. Two outs and nobody aboard. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 0-2, rocks and fires. That one is foul. We'll see another. And again on 0-2. Got the batter swinging. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1. Top half of the second from El Paso.
The designated hitter.
In June 2024, the Chihuahuas had a game to remember. After falling behind 15-1 against the Las Vegas Aviators, El Paso chipped away and scored 9 runs in the 7th inning, eventually winning 17-16.
Ball 2.
This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. And another ball. Drops in for a strike. Grounder up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Tommy Sacco Jr.
Hey, I need you right now. Here we go.
There goes the runner. Line drive. Makes a leaping grab for the out. Now a throw to first. Runner won't get back in time. It's a double play.
Batting six, the second baseman, right, Matthew.
Bottom of the inning. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Tirso Ornelas.
Number 8, Tirso Ornelas.
No.
Ornelas goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in Mexico. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. It's a comebacker to the mound. And there's one down. Nobody on with 1 out. Grounder to third. Alexander. On to first. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. And now, Kai Roberts. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Robert.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting 7, the center field.
Jace Bowen will hit next. Doing a runner on the go. Pitch
Yep.
in for a strike. Throws off line and he's in there. I like the aggressiveness right there. The pitchers have been dealing so far, so you might as well try to apply some pressure and see if you can steal your way into scoring position. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. Strike 3, and that's out number 3. We'll take a break. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Rodolfo Duran. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take
Ball,
that.
no.
Close, but ruled a ball. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down, and if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Grounder left side, down the line, and it's foul. Fly ball down the line. That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the fly out. Will Wagner now at the plate. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Gets there, got it. We'll see how well the field holds up with the way the rain is coming down. Drainage is a problem with some playing surfaces in the minors, but so far, this field is still playable. Something that bears watching, though.
No.
And
Ball
it's
2.
2-1. Right through there for a strike. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees. They leave one runner on base. On to the 4th frame, still scoreless. Runner at first, nobody out.
Hey, Big Mama right here. We need you. Here we go.
George in the box now takes strike 1. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. We're in the 4th inning, no score. This to 3rd. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the run. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. George back out there to face the heavy hitters of this lineup. Not going to be easy. Swing and a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and he was definitely geared up for it. Ornelas swings through it for strike 1. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Just misses. And that is ball 1. Good job to let the low one go there. Chop to the right side. Quickly to second for 1 and 2. What a play. Next is the designated hitter, Zach Evans. Grounded out the first time. Swings through that one for strike 1. He's been working the whole zone well, but that high fastball really stands out because of how well he's placing it. The hitters have their work cut out for them. And that'll do it. Through 4. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Chihuahuas batting. Kai Roberts getting ready to hit.
Hee-haw!
To the right side. That's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jace Bowen.
Next up for the Chihuahuas, Jace Bowen. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. The 0-1 offering. Foul ball there. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Rodolfo.
Bases are empty with 2 away. Now at the dish, Rodolfo Duran. Excellent swing the last time up. A line drive single to center. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Strom in position and makes the catch. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Fernando Sanchez, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. George in the box for the 3rd time today. Takes that one off the plate. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Bradley Rodriguez appears to be getting loose. Yeager also getting ready. Into center. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Little flare behind second base, and that's where hitters will just start saying prayers to whatever deity they can think of to let that ball get down. And that time it did. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, bounces, safe. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call. Deep fly left field. And there's one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
So up next, Bryce Matthews. And the runner takes off for third.
Down, down, down.
Throw behind the runner and doubled off. Sanchez.
Sugarland.
George digs in. Big opportunity to get them back in this one. Left-hander out of the bullpen. AJ Blue Ball trying to strand the runner at second.
Z-Ride.
Here it comes. Just off the inside corner. Runner at second with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. McCoy gets there under it. And makes the catch. George tossed 5 shutout frames for him. You can bet the rest of the team will give him some props for how he went out there and battled for him. They lost the game, but he wasn't the reason why. James George has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. James George, 3 hits in the loss last night.
George.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Base hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. And it drops in. That's 2 straight 2-out hits. Soft contact off the bat, but it counts just the same as a laser into the gap. Well, he didn't square it up, but managed to dunk it down into some... Oh, now this one gets away at the plate.
Runner, yes,
Double
yes.
steal attempt. In the air to left. Ornelas moving under it. Gets there. Got it. They leave 2 runners on base. On to the bottom of the first. No score. 2 outs. Base is empty.
Number 2, designated hitter, James George.
Line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Find the ball, find the ball.
And that keeps the inning alive. That at bat was over in the blink of an eye. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had everything going in the right direction. And runner on the move. Lifted in the air, right field. Roberts under it. And makes the catch. So digging in, James George.
Hike.
George, only 18 years old, and while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. Grounds this one to short. There's one.
Got him.
But safe at first, it's the fielder's choice. Runner is first with one gone. Now the third baseman, Jaron Williams. Here comes the 1-1. There goes the runner. Line to left. Gets there. Got it.
Now batting, shortstop
Tommy Sacco Jr., the next to hit. Runner on the go. On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Man on at first, James George digs in now.
Ball one.
Line drive to right. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. James George will hit next. Chopped left side. McCoy. Tosses to first. That'll end the evening's action. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win.
Public safety brief, I never listen to your blackmail of likes. I ignore them. Your curated playlist, I always hated what you like. To your false identity, I let the market decide. To your false I let the market decide. To your false identity, I let the market decide. To your false identity, I let the market decide.
James George will put his base running skills to the test as James George will hit next. Doing a fine job at the plate recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in the last 5. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. On a line to center. And the inning is over. Man on at first. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Akil Baddoo. That's a hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. Here's the throw. And he's out at third, 1 away. So digging in, James George. 0 for 1 so far.
George.
Hey!
The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Smart work on the mound. Out of the zone. That time he couldn't connect on that slider down. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Still scoreless in the bottom half of the third. Lined, and that's a base knock.
Here we go. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting. The
That
second
hit, of
baseman,
course, keeps his hitting streak alive, and it's clear that he's dialed in at the plate. No matter who he's facing, he seems like he's in control of every single at-bat. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw.
Slide.
Can't hang on to it, and the run scores. 1-0. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Tommy Sacco Jr., the next to hit. Oh, and this one gets away. From his knees, the throw. There's the tag. They get the out. And so up next, Jordan Adams. 2-2 now. Line drive to center. And a base hit. The tying run is aboard. That's a clean, efficient swing he showcased right there. Smooth action through the zone and a great follow-through to rip that one to center for the hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. George up for the third time and takes ball one. Short hop liner handled it short. In the dirt, nice pick. Now at the plate, Ethan Murray.
The third baseman, Ethan Murray.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a drive. Is this one gonna go? Gets over his head. Now around second and digging for three. The relay, he's in there. Some excellent swings for him in this game as he notches extra base hit number 2. It's getting harder and harder nowadays to get balls in the air to that area to drop in with all the ground center fielders are able to cover. Nice job to pummel that pitch and get extra bases out of it. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game. George, the next to hit, takes ball one. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Out towards left center. And that ends the inning. 2 outs, runner on first base. Next up for the Sounds, Stuart Baroa. This one is labeled. That one back there. And it's off the wall. Coming around third. Scores easily. The throw to third, and he's out trying. We all know he's capable of more, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that. James George has been at the plate. James George.
Aye.
On the ground, picks it up. There with plenty of time, inning over. They strand George stepping in now, trying desperately to slow down this pitch on cruise control right now.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That one in there, and that's strike one. Line drive to left field. And that is out number 3. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Designated hitter, George.
Hard ground ball, base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. So the hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and he's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like he comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been working. We'll see how he counters the inevitable adjustments from opposing pitchers.
The batter, number 3.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Jaron Williams. 0-2, rocks and fires. Grounder to third. And plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Now, James George. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. And that's a fair ball. Throw holds the runner at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. So digging in, Jaron Williams. And they're all loaded up.
That's ball 4.
Riley Unruh now at the plate.
Second baseman, Riley Unruh.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Nobody out, bases loaded. Here's the catcher, Colin Price. 0-2, and the delivery. In the dirt, but kept it close. Runners don't advance. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 offering. On the ground to the right side. To first, not in
safe.
time. Everyone's safe. As a run scores on the play. This game shows just why he's a key contributor for them. Every team needs hitters who give them the kind of results he did here. James George. Digging in next for the Sounds, Tyler Black. Grounder left side,
Foul.
and it goes just foul.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
And that drops in for a strike. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. A bit unusual to see him swing so early. Typically uses the whole field, but a little jumpy in this spot. 1 out and the bases are empty. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Akil Baddoo. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. This one lifted in the air, left field. Biggio on the way in and makes the catch. Second inning set to start, and here's the first baseman, Luke Adams. There's 1 down. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the pop-up. Nobody on with 1 out. Next up for the Sounds, Jet Williams. Williams batting 5th today, and he's normally a shortstop, but today he gets the start in center. George thought that was a strike, so here's a challenge. Pretty close, but it was a ball. They've only got 1 challenge remaining. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. Swing and a miss late on that one. Next pitch off the plate, and that's ball 2. What a take with 2 strikes. That one missed. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. And he'll challenge from the mound. Thought that was a strike. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 1 challenge left for him. 2 down now. Stepping to the plate now for Nashville, Eddie's Leonard.
Ball, that's out.
No score here in the second inning. This one the other way. Got it. Great leaping catch. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, James George. Into center and a base hit.
All right, make a turn. Find it, find it.
Runner aboard on the leadoff
Nice stroke
single.
there. Good job.
And he keeps swinging a
Batting
hot
fifth,
bat. Some really good
shortstop,
games lately.
Gerard.
Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to... Runner on the move. Boots it. But wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time there was to spare. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Riley Unroe.
Hey, right guy, right place. Here
And
we
the
go.
runner takes off for third. In the air to left.
Come on, dig, dig, dig.
And
You're
it
scoring, you're
falls.
scoring.
Throw to the plate. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Little flare into
Batting
left, and if it
seventh,
had
the
hung
right
up a little
fielder,
longer,
Flare.
maybe the shortstop or left fielder makes a play on it. This one got down, though, and that's a base hit. So up next, Kellen Strong.
Here we go. Make something happen.
In the dirt, but blocked. And a fine job keeping it close right there. First and third, one away. Ground ball, right side, Baroa. Two away as the run scores from third. On to the next
Leading
inning,
off for
and now the
Nashville,
DH,
designated
Freddie
hitter,
Zamora.
Freddie Zamora.
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Swings through it. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at-bat. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. And there's one out.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 1. Ethan
Base is empty, one away.
Murray.
Now the third baseman, Ethan Murray. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Swings through that one for strike two. Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. And again on 0-2. Swing and a miss. First two batters gone in the top of the third. Digging in next for the Sounds, Stuart Baroa. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Batting over 300 so far. Two outs, base is empty.
Nope.
In the air, along the left field line. That gets down for a hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. He's been red hot at the dish
Now
lately.
batting,
And with good
left
speed on
fielder,
first, they have some
Tyler
options about how to
Black.
attack. The lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Black. First at bat was a strikeout. Left field. Great effort to haul it in. And that'll do it. So now it's the four-hole hitter, James George. Singled and scored the first time around. A laser into the outfield. Gets there, got it.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Gerard.
Top of the fourth inning with the Sounds at the dish.
The right
Akil
fielder,
Baddoo
Akil
getting ready to hit.
Baddoo.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Williams spins and fires to first on the run. In time, out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 33.
So
Reese
digging in, Reese McGuire
McGuire.
went deep in last night's ball game. One out and the base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. And next, the cleanup hitter, Luke Adams. First time up was a pop-out. Next pitch, in for a strike. The Space Cowboys up by 4. Top half of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We're midway through the 4th. The Space Cowboys. George back on the hill with a sizable lead. Rips this one to short. Sends it to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. 1 out and the bases are empty. Eddie's Leonard digs in now. This one to right. Can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Leonard, 25 years old, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he slides over to shortstop to start. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. Zamora, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Foul ball there. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Runner at first. Ethan Murray will hit next.
Hey!
Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Strike 2. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2. You're just hoping to make contact.
Nope.
Already
Outside.
in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Fights it off. We'll see another. And again on 1-2. That one misses low. That was really close around the knees, but he's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust his sights. Here's a high chopper. It doesn't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. Nobody out and a runner at first. George up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Liner to right. And there's 1 down. Next is the designated hitter, James George. 1 for 3.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in.
Hard hit to right center. Badu settles under it and makes the catch. Tossed 5 shutout frames for him. You can bet the rest of the team will give him some props for how he went out there and battled for him. That's a great way to help your team come out on top. James George. Next up, James George. Making a lot of contact recently. Needs a hit in this one to push that streak to 20 games.
Ball 1.
And another
Ball 2.
ball. This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage.
Ball 3.
Way high. Next pitch in for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Line drive, that's a base hit.
All right, turn, find it.
A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive.
Good job.
And once again, he collects a knock and extends his hitting streak another game. There's a little extra buzz in the stands for his games these days, and to be fair, there's a little extra buzz. Runner on the go, in the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. Here's the pitch, runner going again. Now this is lifted to center. Jones coming on. Oh, can't hang on. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Run came across after that offline throw from the outfield. Good effort at stopping the runner, but he just couldn't quite line it up. Ripped on the ground to second. And they get the out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Gerard.
George up now. 2 down, nobody on, but looking to start a rally here to get his team back in this. Skies this one to center. Jones moving under it. Gets there, got it. So they go quietly here, and we're through 5 innings. Nashville ahead in this game, 4-1. So up next, James George. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip, there's 1. To first, double play, nicely done. That's a very smooth play coming across the bag at second. He makes the bare-hand play look very easy. Teams are looking for effective play, not necessarily flashy play, but he had both right there. Here's a blooper to left. Fair ball. Now he turns for second. The throw in. Into second now with nobody out. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. This next at-bat looms very large. Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. And that makes 20 stolen bases for him. He makes it look easy to turn 1 base into 2. 2-2 now. Bounces this one to second. Baroa. 1 down as the runner scores from third. Every time up, he was a threat, and he gave them a shot at the win. Impressive showing for sure. James George with a remarkable run of late as he carries a... Here's the center fielder, James George. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Extended the hitting streak to 20 games the last time out. Grounds it to short. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Stuart Baroa. And he delivers. That one is absolutely pummeled. That's back. And it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. Runner scores and they take the lead. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. You can't hit a ball much better than that. 114 miles per hour off the bat. Catch it a grain or 2 lower and it's probably long gone. Here's a grounder up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. To first, he's not safe. In time. Everyone's safe.
Now batting.
Shea Wickham, the next to hit. Here comes the 1-1. Right side, Adams. Fires to second. What a play to end the inning. George digging in, trying to rattle this pitcher. Really has these hitters in a funk so far in this one. Popped up. Baroa under it. And makes the catch. Here's the center fielder, Jet Williams. Hammer, and this one could be extra bases. He turns and heads for second. Not stopping, he's headed to third. The relay throw. There's the tag, they get the out, and that's the inning. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 1 out. In the air to center, Williams should have this one. Gets there, got it. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. James George. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. 0-1, here's the pitch. This one is labeled. Dives, what a play! On that catch, he was really going full tilt. Good job to track the ball in the air and hang on for the out. Swings and lifts this one deep to left. Forget it. It's gonna be long gone. Well, that'll fire up the home crowd. Second of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He's been on an upward trend at the plate recently. A lot of good at-bats. When you start stringing them together, the front office definitely takes notice. Coming up to the dish for Nashville, Freddie Zamora. This one is labeled. Should be extra bases. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Around second now, going for third. The relay. There's the tag. They get the out, and that's the inning. Runners at the corner posts with 2 away.
Hey, keep it going, clutch up for us.
George in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That's outside. 2-0. This could be the action pitch right here with runners on and a hitter's count. In the air, right field. Adams settles underneath it and makes the catch. 2 runners. Runner at first, 1 away. Base hit. And the lead runner has to hold on at second.
Hey, right now, good place. Here you go.
Matthew.
1-2 now. Swings and flares it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. First and second, 2 outs. Next up, the designated hitter, Shea Whitcomb. And 1-2. And a base hit right there. Coming to the plate. One runs in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. And here's the catcher, Colin Price. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this one gets away. But all the runners hold. Second and third, 2 out. On the ground to the left, collects. Play made, that ends the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. 5 innings down, the Space Cowboys lead it 2-0. And now the center fielder, James George. And already in this one, he's gone deep, hitting a solo homer back in the second inning. That was a nice boost for his team early on. He hits a fly to center. That's pretty far back. And there's 1 down. That was a really nice over-the-shoulder grab, flashing some serious defensive ability on that play. 1 out and 2 on. And next, the cleanup. cleanup hitter, James George. He's already homered in this ballgame. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Gut check time for him on the mound. I'm interested to see how he handles this situation. Pitch misses. And now 2-0. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Swing and a ball popped up. Leonard has a beat on. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, right.
All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Jet Williams now at the plate. The 0-1. That one hammered center field. It's pretty deep. And that one is out of here. It's another long ball in this game. Home run number 5 on the season. His second of the night. And they add on. It's 5-2. What a game he's having at the plate, showing off some serious slugging ability. The book on this pitcher is that he relies heavily on the sinker, and he placed that one well. 1 away and a runner at first. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Tyler Whitaker. To the right side. The underhand flip. There's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long.
So I crown you.
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought it was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Yeah. Big poppin', I realize I'm the gift, so this year I ain't going Christmas shopping. I've been hearing ching off and the smooth slick Rick talking, burnt out. 50 million for the catalog I turned down. I'm making money every second, you should learn how. These puppies barking out a wolf, but I turn around, swinging like the first round. Even in the 12, got myself rich, took the fan with me. Always the reality would turn into my fantasy. Want a chance with me, so she holler in the man city. Baby, no humanity, now you can't get it. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why I should stop now. Thought it was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in. Yeah. Chasing you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to pass it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can who the best is. What's the metric? Yes, it's me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why I should stop now. Thought it was the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much.